Tor is primarily two things. It is an anonymizing network, which you can see here beautifully in front of you. This is actually a live representation of the Tor network, and it's a piece of software. The Tor software enables access to this Tor network and is known as the Tor browser, and previously was known as the Tor browser bundle, or TBB. So there is the Tor network and there is the Tor browser which accesses it. Both are referred to as Tor. Most of the Tor relays operate in Central Europe, as you can see. In the UK, they're also in the west and east coast of the US, and available bandwidth is increasing year on year, if you see the chart at the bottom, which is great. From my experience in London, the speed and latency of Tor has increased a lot over time. The Tor browser consists of a hardened Mozilla Firefox ESR web browser, the Tor button, the Tor launcher, NoScript and HTTPS Everywhere Firefox extension, and the Tor proxy. It is standalone, so can be run from removable media, and is available for Windows, Mac OS X and GNU Linux, and it's also moving towards the mobile platform as well. To access Tor, you need to download, verify and install the Tor browser, and you can get that from this link here. It's pretty simple to install on most platforms. Click on download here, select the version that you want, Windows, Mac, Linux, and on this page it has instructions for how to do it. We've got Mac OS X, we've got Linux here, and we've got Windows. So that's pretty simple. And this is what the Tor browser looks like. It is Firefox, so you should be familiar with it. We have a couple of icons here. We can see NoScript. We go through this in the section on browsers, so you should be familiar with that. And then we have the Tor button here. So if we click on Test Tor Network Settings, we can see, congratulations, this browser is configured to use Tor, and that is our IP address. Let's go for a new identity. Test the settings. And there we go. We have a different IP address. We're essentially using a different circuit. And there you can see the circuit. This browser, we're going through this relay, then this relay, then this relay, and then onto the internet. And then you can see that the exit node is obviously the same as this. Then we have new Tor circuit for this site. That will create you a new circuit, but it will not restart the browser. There is a big difference between new identity and new Tor circuit for this site. New identity, its design principle is that all linkable identifiers and browser state must be cleared by this feature. That means that everything within the browser that could possibly be used for tracking is attempted to be wiped out. That's why the browser restarts when you click on new identity. Whereas on new Tor circuit for this site, it just essentially creates a new circuit. So you're presenting a different IP address, you're going through a different circuit, and you've got a different exit node. But still, you could have trackable information within the browser. The browser tries to stop that from happening anyway, but it's still possible. So that's the difference between the two. Then we have our privacy and security settings. You want this set as it is now, and this is not the default. You want it on high here. Any other setting for me really is pointless, because if you don't have a lot of these disabled, they are methods to de-anonymize you, and then it's a case of why are you using Tor. If you want milder anonymity, if there is such a thing, then you may want to take it down, because this will enable some websites to work. So really this should be about risk, I guess, and probably consequences. But for real anonymity, or to attempt it, you need this to be on high, and you definitely should not be recording browser history. You want to disable plugins such as Flash, definitely. You want to restrict third-party cookies, and you want to change details that distinguish you from other Tor users. Tor network settings, I'm going to cover that later on once I've explained a little bit more. And then we have check for Tor browser updates. If the Tor site is blocked due to censorship where you are, then you just need to send an email to gettor@torproject.org, which you can see there. And you need to include within the body of the message Windows, OS X or Linux, and you will receive a reply with links to download the Tor browser depending on the option that you have chosen. Alternatively, you can Google for Tor mirrors and see what you can find. You want to verify the legitimacy of the Tor browser, and you want to do that via signatures, so check out that page here in order to do that. Information on Tor is spread all over the place, and it's actually a little difficult to know where to go and where the information is going to be. So I'm going to just point you to a few places here just to help you out, because it's not immediately obvious. So here is the Tor forum. That's somewhere where you can get answers from. Here is the Tor general FAQ. That's worth a read to get up to speed, answers a lot of the common questions. Then there is a blog that gives you the latest information on Tor, and we can see here it's talking about the Tor browser, the hardened browser. The Tor hardened browser is something to keep your eye on. This is a separate project. It's a extra hardened version of the Tor browser, which is mainly designed to prevent exploitation of memory corruption bugs, but is a work in progress. So that may be something you want to check out as opposed to the regular Tor browser. Then there's also the Tor wiki, which has useful information in it as well. As far as third-party sites go, Reddit, the Tor subreddit, is very good and worth being a member of. And the last place for a really in-depth look at what Tor is have a look at the design documents. The reason I know so much about Tor is because I have read the design documents and then looked at the network traffic and applications forensically. But you have to start with the design documents.